Something a lot of people don't know about you is that you were ahead of the game on domain names. And I believe you owned KanyeWest.com at one point and gave it away to him for free.
I gave it away to somebody who at the label, we had Kanye West, I think Kanye West was .tv, and that's when video was blowing up. We definitely had we had RickRoss.com, we had YoungJock.com. Yeah, we had a bunch, I was always playing. We owned Camus Wine and Silver Oak and Opus One. I did that. All the rap stuff in 2009 was just because me, AJ, and Mike Boyd were into it and just super hyped on it. But I did that in 96 with all the wineries. And I didn't do it out of malicious. I did it out of I'm going to grab them because they're an asset. And then then all those wineries and all those rappers, when they came around, asked for it. I was all about that life. It was more now I was learning. I was trying to learn, but I owned a bunch of domain names. I owned a lot of cannabis URLs back in the 90s because I was like, I'm going to be in the wine business. And in 20 years, cannabis is going to be legalized. And, I did a great job, and then I did a terrible job because I just let them run out because somewhere around year 6 or 7, I was like, oh, this is never going to happen. Sure enough, it's happened. I've always liked understanding consumer behavior, what humans would do, and what would be the assets in that game.
Mm. And you gave those away or you sold them? How did I
gave them away because that was really their IP. I was hacking, having fun, but I would never take a URL. Even the wineries that are businesses, I gave it to them. You would feel a little bit better maybe with a business but it never even crossed my mind that I was going to take somebody else's name. I was trying to learn. I was trying to see if I could at the time, because the wine stuff, I didn't even, people were saying the internet was a fad, so you didn't even know. So at that point I was trying to learn, build other things because I wanted to learn how traffic was working, how search engines work. This is a long time ago. With the rap stuff, we were sending traffic from MySpace to these sites to then drive back to their MySpace and other at the time. I don't think it was Napster. It was learning. It was that was culture branding, So no, I didn't sell any of those because I didn't think that was the appropriate thing to do. I think it was more about learning what was contemporary in the market and how traffic worked around it. So it was more like a lab for me than like a domain squatting arbitrage. And I'm not even sure, it was never a big game for me. So I don't even know, can you do that to humans? Do you do that with general terms? What the IP laws are, trademarks? That's not where I go for money making. But it is where I go for learning how culture works, which is something I spend way more time on than I think many realize.